Pete?
Terry, could you talk about the job Timlin did coming in, getting his fourth? Then, you know, Okie and Pap, who might very well have been tired from the day before.
Yeah, I would have been interesting to see who would have pitched tomorrow. Timlin got a huge out. You know what? And Okie ended up giving up a home run, but the fact that he was even available and wanting to be available kind of shows, I think, why we ended up being here. Pap making some great pitches. I mean, everybody has to do something sometimes special for us to be here, and a lot of guys did from top to bottom.
Last one here.
There were a couple of points where this could have turned. Could you just talk a little about what Manny does when he comes in there as a guy who doesn't have a lot of, Manny Del Carmen does when he doesn't have a lot of experience, and then Kilty also. I mean, those are a couple of guys that at big points come up with some big stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby's sitting around being a professional like he is, knowing what his job is, and putting a beautiful swing ends up being the difference. Manny Del Carmen's grown up right in front of our eyes.
Terry, anything you want to say about this Rockies team that you guys face?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I thought that, I mean, the run that they went on, and in this city, having a little bit of background here, such a special place, you saw the way the fans reacted, and they're so classy. And I mean, we beat a very good team. I hope nobody forgets that, because they gave us a battle to the end. I know when you look at 4-0, it may get lost. It won't on us. They competed, and they're classy people and a classy organization.
Thank you very much. That concludes the interview.
All right, that was Terry Francona in Denver. This is Red Sox Nation in full celebration. Yawkey Way outside Fenway Park is mobbed with fans, as you can see, pouring out, and it looks like a very subdued crowd tonight. We talked earlier about the lessons learned in 2004. I think Red Sox fans know how to celebrate this now, and you can see it looks like a pretty orderly scene and a fun scene out on Yawkey.
Well, let's certainly hope so, Tom, because it is time to celebrate for all the fans, and I think, you know, the Boston Police Department, and they've got help from a lot of departments around that are right now, you know, making sure that things go nice and smooth. But it's a good, you know, good to celebrate, have fun, but be good.
And meantime, back in Colorado, this is the scene, and the scene never gets old, Jim. We've watched this a few times now.
Not this scene here. This scene here is for the big show. I mean, this is like everything that you play for. I mean, as a kid playing in the minor league, till you get to the big league, you play in playoffs, but when you're in the World Series, it's a whole different story.
And there is no other sport that has the mental grind that goes with it like baseball. You talked about getting to spring training in February. These guys get there early. You're talking about the better part of 8 months to get to this very point. You can understand the release that goes with the celebration.
Well, you know, I say many times during the season time when I'm doing games, this is like a soap opera from the first day of spring training till the last day of the season. And there are so many ups and downs and so many different individuals that you hear Francona speak. Terry's a very emotional guy. He really is. And what he has to deal with through the course of the season is unbelievable. And, you know, not only that, he's going to worry about 25 other guys or maybe 40 other guys, depending on how many guys they use. And he's got to know how to handle all of those guys. We're looking at the last out now, of course, Papelbon with that crazy look in his eye as he comes off the mound. It's just great. And, you know, it's a roller coaster ride. And even though, if you look at the big picture with this team, it has been kind of, you know, from start to finish with them, but still there's a lot of ups and downs throughout the season.
All right, Don Orsillo with one of the unsung heroes, a man who hit a big home run tonight. Bobby Kelty is with Dio out in Denver. Don.
All right, JC, thanks very much. Bobby Kelty, talk a little bit about what this is like for you right now.
Just an amazing moment from where I came this year into where I am now. Just I couldn't ask for anything better than this. Just get an opportunity to play with the Boston Red Sox and be a part of this team. The best team I've ever played for, and I think it probably could be the best I ever played for.
With the beginning of the year, could you have ever imagined this happening at the end of the year or at any time in your career?
No chance, no chance. I definitely didn't think it was going to happen. I mean, I was with Oakland, ended up getting hurt, getting released, and then ended up coming here and ended up hitting a big home run.
Tell us a little bit about the scene in there and what it's like to be with your teammates at this moment.
It's just a special moment. All the guys are celebrating, having a good time, and everyone's, you know, it's an emotional time because it's something that everybody dreams about being at this point as a little boy, you know. So
how did you stay focused on the bench during the game, knowing you might have a chance at some point to get into this game?
You know, I was down in the cage swinging a lot, trying to prepare myself and just trying to stay as loose as I can. And they told me I might have a shot to hit, and ended up getting up there, and I went up there, and I figure if I'm in the World Series, there's no way I'm going down not swinging. So I just kind of sold out, and I'm swinging first pitch. I don't care where it's at. And I was looking for a fastball. I ended up getting a fastball, and I ended up hitting it.
Bobby Kelty, you're a world champion. Thank you for joining us.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, Steve, back to you.
Don, thank you. And again, the celebration stretching here from Denver back to Boston. Now this is when things could get a little testy, but you can see in the corner of Yawkey and Brookline, it is shoulder to shoulder as the crowd is out there partying and celebrating Bobby Kelty. Again, you talk about all 25 guys. It's more than 25 guys. He was not on the Red Sox radar screen. At midseason, gets released by the Oakland A's, goes home, doesn't know where or if he's going to play baseball, winds up being a world champion with the Red Sox.
The thing about you look at some of his history, I think he played a full year and he was fourth in the battle for Rookie of the Year, I believe. So it tells you right there that he was a pretty good hitter in order to be there as far as being number 4 for Rookie of the Year.
And also, you know, it was exchanged for Willie Mo Pena. I mean, Willie Mo Pena could have been in that spot tonight instead Bobby Kelty.
Well, you know, as you look at the moves made, you can't criticize any of them when you win a World Series. It all worked out. Terry Francona is with Don Orsillo live on the field. Let's go back to Don.
All right, TC, thank you very much. Can you tell me a little bit about what your emotions are right now? It's been a long season, my man.
Yeah, and a good one. I mean, only one team gets to go home feeling good. And, well, I'll tell you what, there wasn't a lot of air to breathe for a while. It wasn't because of the altitude. It was, we asked a lot of guys, boy, did they clutch up.
You know, I mean, all season long, you have all this on your shoulders. Is there a deep breath right now for you, or when will it hit you this all happen?
I think we're all going to, but in a good way. I mean, it's a grind, but when you do it with people that you grow so close to, I mean, from top to bottom, it makes it even more special. And it doesn't have to be more special because this is as good as it gets. But again, you do it with people like that, it makes it great.
So many contributors tonight. Talk a little bit about John Lester and how he came up big and what a year it's been for him. Best 2 years.
You know, we've been today trying to stay away from, you know, let's just compete. But when you look at it, the fact that he goes out there and he's a winning pitcher, I mean, when I got to see his folks when it was over, I mean, it makes it extra special.
Mike Lowell is the MVP, kind of a fitting end to his season.
Yeah, there's a lot of fitting ends. And the fact that Pap stayed out there and did what he did, Okajima taking the ball, Ellsbury making a play and left. You can go on, and that's why we're here, is because you can't go on and on.
Terry Francona, congratulations. You're a world champion again.
Thanks, Donnie. Thanks a lot.